Disney executives spent months fighting over one question. How do you adapt a story about a lustful priest without destroying your family-friendly image? The answer? You don't. You change him into a judge, cut the religious scandal, and pray audiences don't discover the brutal truth you left behind. Victor Hugo's original Hunchback contains religious controversy so explosive that Disney had to completely rewrite their villain's identity. But even then, they couldn't hide everything. In Victor Hugo's 1831 novel, Claude Frollo isn't a judge. He's an archdeacon of Notre Dame Cathedral, a celibate priest who has spent decades suppressing his desires behind holy vows. When 16-year-old Esmeralda dances in the square, Frollo's faith crumbles instantly. This isn't just attraction, it's a priest breaking sacred vows, violating everything he's sworn to uphold. Hugo wrote Frollo as the ultimate religious hypocrite, preaching purity while consumed by lust, demanding others follow God's law while he violates it in the darkest ways possible. Disney's executives knew they couldn't show a priest as the villain without massive religious backlash, so they invented a new identity, Judge Claude Frollo. Same character, different profession, sanitized scandal. Even as a judge, Disney's Frollo reveals his true nature in the infamous Hellfire sequence, the darkest scene Disney has ever animated. Listen to his prayer, "Choose me or your pyre, be mine or you will burn." He's literally asking the Virgin Mary to either deliver Esmeralda to him sexually, or damn her soul to hell. This scene shocked 1996 audiences because it shows what Hugo intended, a man in power using religion to justify his evil desires. Disney kept the religious imagery, the Latin chanting, the cathedral setting. They just couldn't admit their villain was actually a priest. But Hugo's original goes further. Frollo doesn't just want Esmeralda, he frames her for witchcraft and murder, then watches her hang rather than let another man have her. The message is clear. The real monsters aren't the outcasts society fears. They're the authorities society trusts. Hugo's ending reveals the true horror of unchecked religious authority. Esmeralda dies on the gallows. Frollo falls to his death. And Quasimodo? He disappears. Years later, gravediggers find two skeletons embracing in Esmeralda's tomb. One deformed, one beautiful. When they try to separate them, both crumble to dust. Quasimodo literally died of heartbreak, choosing to spend eternity with the woman society murdered, rather than live in a world that enabled her death. So Disney didn't just change a character, they changed history's most powerful warning about religious hypocrisy into family entertainment. Fellow truth seekers, which sanitized Disney adaptation should we expose next? Vote in the comments. The Little Mermaid's suicide ending, Pinocchio's child trafficking nightmare, Cinderella's bloody revenge tale. Subscribe to Behind the Castle, because the real stories are always darker than Disney wants you to know.